hive cluster is under attack.
For the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Tempest, going to be a Patreon game. For those of you supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin, for at least $1 a month, going to be best and action in a PvZ. Bottom right, it is best. Top right, it is action. Yes, the best action you're going to see today, it is Tempest. It is a kind of a weird map. Kind of an older map, but it checks out. It has a whirlpool in the middle. I guess that's why it's called Tempest. No minerals and no gas in the center of the map here, but check it out. We have expansions along all the whirls of the whirlpool here and the Tempest. And last time I cast a game on this map, I said nobody will take these because lurkers can harass it, tanks can kill it, dragoons can set up down here and kill your SCVs, and then immediately the player expanded there. So, don't listen to me about where to expand on this map because apparently I have no idea. So again, thanks for supporting me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Best place to support StarCraft from Falcon Paladin. I've been there since 2015, so I'm grandfathered into the old deal, which means 99% of your $1 a month goes to me instead of Patreon. So good stuff. We've got a gateway opening here on this 4-player map. Looks like it's going to be a hatch first here from Action. Yes, it is indeed 500 APM for our guy Action. And 1 minute and 31, 2, and 3 seconds is the timing for that hatch. Maybe it's going to be mutas. Maybe it's going to be just a couple of Scourge and then a Hydra Bust and lurkers. Are we going to see Hive Tech today? I certainly hope so, because Hive Tech is so useful against Protoss. And again, I do not understand, well, I do understand why Zerg want to skip that, because Defilers require a lot of APM, a lot more APM than just Hydralisks and Lurkers and Lings. But man, Adrenal boost, Cracklings are so useful as well. They don't require a lot of APM, so I don't know. So finally scouting the right direction here is PD the Probe. Hey, we integrated into YouTube recently for the store. So if you scroll down beneath the video, you can see merch from FalconPaladin.store. Isn't that cool? Isn't that super fun? I like it. I like it a lot. So sees the hatch first, says, okay, we can expand ourselves. It's not a pool first play. Also, we're cross spawn. So cross-spawn against pool first is relatively safe as well. Robert the Zealot mugs at FalconPaladin.store. Moving out, we got a third hatch here. Action, dude, did you? I don't think you scouted. I don't think you scouted here. All right, so just risking it for the biscuit. Third hatch here at the 11 o'clock position on Tempest from Action. Gas on the way. He's expanding before gas. This probe says, all right, gas timing is super late, so let's go ahead and just not worry about walling off. Let's go ahead and get our gas done here, get our cybernetics core down. And this zealot says, ha ha ha, once a third base is here, I can attack it. But nope, it's up here, Mr. Guy. Mr. Roberto. Robert. Had a sneeze there. Excellent muting skills there, Falcon. Yes, indeed. So first 100 gas into lair. Slowlings. Finding Mr. Robert, and he says, haha. This little pocket here. How many lings can attack me? I want to say 1. Is it 2? 2 lings can attack me. And I get 1 kill. Did not pay for himself, did not delay a third base, did not kill lings. Robert, you are a disappointment to the Zealot community here. Forge, Cybercore, Cannon coming up behind the wall. We see lings, but it doesn't mean they're going to be speedlings. Metabolic boost, halfway done. And Stargate warping in. 26 workers to 20 here in favor of the Protoss player. And yeah, this is just going to be a chill macro game. Spire here at 4 minutes and 45 seconds on the way. Stargate around the same time. Stargates do warp in faster than Spires morph in. But making Scourge is a shorter process than making a Corsair. Second Extractor on the way at the natural base. No gas here at the third. And +1 flyer attack, or +1 air attack here from these Corsairs. So it's going to be a lot of Corsairs. Come on, just throw down a Hydra Den, man. I don't trust you. I don't trust you, Action, with Mutalisks. I have seen you try this before against high-level Protoss players like Bisu, and it went poorly. Citadel of Adun warping in. Macro Hatch at the top of the ramp here for the natural base. Are we going to try to get away with no Sunkens? No Sunkens means extra economy, but again, no Sunkens sometimes means you die before the extra economy can flip in and help you. Yeah, I don't see any sign of a Hydralisk Den here. I don't think it's Mutalisks. Look at this. We've got 600 gas. Gas timing on the second is a dead giveaway. And bam, 4, 5 Mutalisks. Right now at 6 minutes. No Corsairs yet. One Corsair yet. One Corsair, second Corsair, constantly pumping Corsairs with a +1 attack. Our guy, Best, we've got 2 sets of Scourge and 6 Mutalisks on the way, and this Overlord is the sacrificial Overlord that is killed every single time at PvZ opens with Corsairs. That's just it, right? Okay, so scouting the Mutalisks here. Hurry! Throw down cannons, or cannon here. Maybe throw down another one. Templar Archives, maybe for an Archon to defend against these Mutalisks that are making a beeline right towards the natural base. And, oh, it is a creep. Oh, making a creep colony. Oh my gosh, a Sunken. All right, man, very good. I take it back. Sunkens are good for action here, he thinks, and that makes me happy. And, okay, so getting hit by Corsairs while trying to take down a cannon. Oh, an excellent job taking down that Corsair. And every Corsair was dead, and then... Wait, never mind. Yeah, no, one Corsair popped as well. So, got ourselves a Sunken at the third base, a Sunken at the natural base. No sign of a Queen's Nest. No sign of a Hydra Den, man. Just Hydras. Nope. Lings and Mutalisks for as far as the eye can see here from action. This is a DEFCON 1 replay from RJB, which just means it is super the highest level intensity and the highest level interest that he has. I know the DEFCON system is confusing to people, but DEFCON 1 is the highest, not DEFCON 5. Oh, Dan the Dark Templar coming out. +1 Flyer Carapace. Excellent stuff. Continuing to produce Corsairs, but what else is new? There's the +1 right there. 5 +1 with a fast attack rate. And Evolution Chamber here, dude. Come on. You're just making Mutalisks, making Scourge. All right, we will see. I think a Dark Archon would be such a help right now. Maelstrom against all of these Mutalisks. 6 on the way here from action. Scouting for a Hydra Den, not seeing it. A double Evolution Chamber. 0 Hydralisk Den here from action. Ugh. All right, man. I like it. DT rebuffed. Because why? Because there's one Sunken and an Overlord. That's it. That's all you need. I am still so mad at Zerg players that are like, we can skip the Sunkens and the Overlords. Surely a Dark Templar won't show up and kill every single one of my drones. Okay, finally. Hydra Den. Hydra Den here. Are we going to get upgrades? Are we actually going to get Hydralisks? Just because you make a Hydra Den doesn't mean you have to make Hydralisks. Okay, so Lurker Aspect. Queen's Nest on the way here. Fair enough indeed. This Dark Templar's like, dude, Sunkens and detection at every single base? What is going on here? It's like Action wants to protect his economy or something. Corsair count is 7 at this point in the game. We've got a full stack of Mutalisks with no upgrades. Flyer Carapace. on the way. Almost done, but it's not here yet at 10 minutes. I guess that's why he hasn't engaged yet. Hive timing at sub 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 50 seconds. And I think we need a third base best. Fourth base coming in on the bottom left here from action, and 2 base to 4 base is not a good place to be for somebody as good as best or better. Oh man, a second sunken. Dude, I'm so happy about this. Got a triple evolution chain. 3 evos. Action's like, well, I suppose best is not going to attack here, so let's go ahead and get upgrades for all 3 branches of the ground army here. And look, 4 air, land melee, and land ranged attack. Those are the branches of the Zerg military. And here we go, maybe just scouting, right? Scouting to see, is there a third base anywhere here? No, it's a 2 base. 2 base, how many gate? 2, 4, 6, 2 base, 7 gate, Stargate with a lot of Corsairs, and moving out. And again, no Dark Archons here. I'm just used to seeing Protoss when they see there are a lot of Mutalisks on the map. Just throw up a Dark Archon, research Maelstrom, and try to catch that stack of Mutas with the Maelstrom and then storm it down because it is so effective. I've seen Best do that on this channel. If you want a link to it, let me know. Again, I'll send you a link. Respond to your comment with a link. My channel is not very big, folks. So if you leave me a comment saying, hey, Falcon, I need help with something, can you send me a link to something you cast before? Or do you have a playlist for this player or any questions you might have? I'll probably respond. Finally, third base coming in. Metabolic boost on the way. First upgrade coming in, or first Hive tech on the way for this Hive is going to be the metabolic boost. Big fan of that. Range upgrades for Hydras, range upgrade for Lurkers. This has been maybe the most passive first 12 minutes of a PvZ I've seen in a while. Usually the Protoss wants to get in here and try to kill the third base, or usually if it's a bunch of Mutas, they want to dive in and kill a ton of probes, but there was the 1 attack on that cannon, and that's it. Ever since he made all of these Mutas and got the upgrade, he's been very, very happy to just kind of hang out. Scourge, looking to see what's going on in here. Scouting in, losing a couple Scourge in the process. Zealot runs in to double sunken Lurker Town. All right, so no. Wow, he's just rebuffing attacks like crazy. Maybe going to go for an attack up this way too. Or an expansion up this way too. Dude, Best is in trouble. Best is in trouble. He really is. It's Cracklings out. It is Lurkers everywhere. It is a Mutas ready to snipe your High Templar at a moment's notice. It's double Defiler Mound for double upgrades. Dude, if Action doesn't win this game from here, I'm going to be surprised. But, once again, RJB doesn't send me replays where it's like, well, it was super obvious who was going to win in the first 3 minutes, and then they won. Sometimes it is. Oh, Cracklings on top of your assimilator. Yeah, this is just death. This is death to this natural base. Best left the home for a minute. Cracklings on top of your Nexus mean it dies. They don't even have an upgrade yet. Oh, just kidding me. I have 1-1. Wow, Action crushing it. So this totally sucks. It's a 2-basing Protoss versus a 4-basing Action with a 5th base on the way. He's kind of jumping around, sharking around, trying to see what's going on out here. Corsairs trying to engage against these Mutas. There's 5 of them left. They're very injured. He's attacking the wrong one, not the clumped up one, the individual Muta instead. And yeah, I think all these Mutalisks died in the process. There they go. But my goodness, shutting down this base, killing some workers. It's still 61 probes for Best, but he's horribly oversaturated on both of his bases. Long distance mining from his natural, because his second Nexus died. How many times have you seen that? The second base going down. That's crazy stuff. Yeah, double upgrades, consume and plague on the way simultaneously. I love to see that. That is such a rarity. Now look, sunken Lurker, high ground, good luck. Where are your Reavers? How are you going to break this? And then an attack into the third base. Your cannons, not good enough against Cracklings. Where is the Storm? Here it comes. The Storm is coming in from the right side, but it's a little bit too late, I think. He's going after probes here. Oh, no, actually, the Nexus looks like it's going to die at the same time. DTs, Zealots, High Templar, no, not enough. And 2 Nexuses down in the first 15 minutes. The second and the third base are Best are gone, and GG. That's it. We're done. 5th base is done from Action. He's at 59 to 54 workers. Second base still not done yet, and the third base is not existent. Non-existent. Best was thinking about taking a base up here, but you're so funny. So funny, Best. That's not happening. Look at these running from the cracklings. This has just been a very too passive game from Best today. He's just let action take the entire map, it feels like. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's a lot of bases. Get triple upgrades on the attacking units. Get double upgrades for defilers. Metasynaptic nodes on the way. More lurkers, more sunkens. Yeah, no. Action's going to start throwing down plagues and dark swarms. And then I think Best is going to fall over dead. But, you know, stick with me for a minute. Let's not end the game yet. Something interesting is going to happen in this game. This is too weird. It'd be too weird for RJB to send me this replay and be like, this game was awesome. Plague Oop, double Plague Oop, double Defiler, double the power. Oh, Best units are permanently crippled now. Now attacking lurkers hurts even more. There is a DT up here getting some work done. Hey-oh! Ah, sunken muta enough to shut him down. He got 5 kills. Not going to say no to that. Dark Swarm lurker. Burrow in, Psy-storming in. Okay, Best is doing what he needs to do. Obviously. Trying to make it happen here. Ugh. So, fourth base... Oh, gosh. Fourth base has got cracklings at it, folks. Second base, third base are back. And, you know, it's only 2 lings here at the fourth base. Probably not going to cancel it entirely. And... this top right base is in trouble, except there are 2 Niduses here, which means infinite reinforcements, which means Best is backing out of that position. But, you know, he's got his fourth base coming in. He's still got 53 workers. It's not like he lost all of his probes in these attacks. He lost some, yeah. But he wasn't knocked down to like 10 probes or anything. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. Upgrades to the Protoss are at 2-1-2. Lings are at a solid 2-2 upgrade, and the Hydralisks are at 2-2, which means that's what the lurkers are there for as well. 13 kill DT. Okay, so at some point this guy got into a bunch of lings or something. It wasn't drones. Another plague. And then another plague. That's simply what this is. Yeah, look at that target. Look at that target. The red is showing up so brightly on the yellow here from the Best chose to wear today. Storming in a couple lurkers. I mean, at this point, might as well take this base action. Got the cash for it. Sending in some lings and some lurkers. Nice size storms. This is how you do. If you're going to win this game, Best, I need to see the storms blanketing these lings, killing these lurkers. At the very least, I think that assimilator is going to die over here on that fourth base for Best. Best is just playing defense for too long today. Probes are dying. Okay, maybe not even going to get the assimilator there. Lurkers are pretty bad against buildings historically. As they do. Okay, Dark Swarm up. Psy-storm exists. He knows it does. He's going to take the losses. He is Zerg. It's what he does. Accepts the losses. Storms coming in. Lings rolling down. Lings coming in from the top side. Cannon's getting some work done as the stuff comes outside of the Dark Swarm. Another Dark Swarm. There's the Psy-storm again, though. And the Zealots run into it. And Best, that was a really scary attack. I mean, I guess it's not over yet, technically. Probe count 70 to 46. Dude, the storms. He got a Defiler inside that Dark Swarm. Sick stuff. Base here, maybe? Again, base here. Maybe action taking another base would be nice. Would be wunderbar. I love using these Hydras that... I guess they've got 2, too. They could still fight. I don't think they have... Yeah. Well, maybe they have the upgrades. Missile attacks coming in further on them. I'm not sure if they have speed or not, but I think based on the way they're moving, they felt slow. Could be wrong about that. 10 lurkers in production. Dark Swarm is up. Best is trying to make the best of a bad situation, folks. I mean, he's on 4 bases to 5 bases for the Zerg. He's kind of holding on here. Action not taking another base. Feels like a problem to me. The storm is flowing. I kind of feel like it might not be a bad idea to tech into a bunch of mutas at this stage. Just fire up like 5 or 6 mutas, 10 mutas maybe. Snipe these High Templar. I know there's going to be Archons and Dragoons covering, but sniping High Templar here is going to make this army for Best utterly worthless against what Action is rolling with here. He's got upgrades, he's got spellcasting, he's been plaguing everybody. More than half of these Dragoons are dead. Plagued at least. trying to get lurkers, but they are fast as freak, boys. And one of those has been plagued, so whatevs. DT's checking the bottom left base. Action might try to get to, and accidentally... Oh, no, this one. Oh, cool. Well, hey, that's why you be out on the map with your DTs. Oh, but also you could recognize there's a base that... Fine. Not happening. This DT covering this, but not covering this. DT could have killed it, but didn't. Action's getting a little bit lucky here. I really don't know why he hasn't taken this base. Lurker sunk in the top of that ramp, and you're free. I don't know why he's expanding down here instead. That's so much further for reinforcements to get to. DT rotates back around. Might get a cancel on this thing. Might do it. Yeah, gets a cancel and a kill on the drone. Brutal. Psy Storm in it. Action. Supply blocked. Sure. Actually doesn't have a lot of money. Plague. Psy Storm. Taught me if you've heard this one. Plague and Psy Storm getting tossed down with wild abandon from both of these players. Everybody is plagued. I mean, this Dragoon has managed, in the middle of all this chaos, to avoid getting plagued today. Very impressed. Yeah, Defiler getting Psy-Stormed inside the Dark Swarm. Killing Defilers with Psy-Storm is a time-honored tradition. More Archons being added into the comp, as everybody knows you should do the later the game gets in. And finally, Action takes this 1 o'clock. Been talking about him taking it for like 10 minutes now. I'm not sure what took him so long. Lurkers. Nope. God, the storms are just endless here. He is producing High Templar at a high rate. He's keeping them alive for the most part. They are getting multiple storms off. That one has 1 kill somehow. 8 kills on that one. No kills on that High Templar. Okay, maybe he's not keeping them alive as much as I thought. Maybe some of them are Archons. 8 kills there, 2 kills, 3 kills. I don't know. They're not getting as many kills as I expect them to. Best coming in the left side. Both players are maxed out. Action has a better economy, which he's going to need if he's going to have to win this game. Lings, yeah. Sunken Ling on top of Archon is really effective. Ling's Sunken is good against pretty much everything the Protoss has. If you're taking Sunken hits as a Protoss, you're probably dying fairly soon. Yeah, that's a hold. I know there's a lot of Protoss here, man, but the Sunkens are being completely negated by the Dark Swarms. So Lurker Spine's kind of the only thing keeping us alive here, Action. All of a sudden, man, we've got detection as well. Cracklings need to get in here and shut that out. There you go. Reinforcing Lings with 3-3. Very scary. This Lurker's trying to do something. He's dead. Archon's taking a lot of damage from those Lings. They will kill them. It's easier if the Lings get a surround on the Archon, but sometimes just from one angle it can go pretty well for you too. Look at this Lurker setup, but look at the storms immediately coming down onto these Lurks. My goodness. Wow. All right. So best 165 to 195 supply. No Sunkens, no Lurkers at the top of this ramp. Good storm. Great storm. Yeah, Lurker dies, Lings rolling in. Like 2 Sunkens at the top of this ramp would help so much. I mean, these Zealots aren't getting much done. The reinforcements are coming in. Another Plague, but another attack from Vest. Still holding this high ground middle. That doesn't provide really much tactical value. There's no resources here either, but hey, you know what? It's kind of a path to get from one side of the map to the other, so maybe holding it is not a bad idea. Archons getting work done here. 137 to 164 supply. Yeah, good. Lurker Spines. Good. Beautiful Lurker Spines. Late game Zergy can be really hard for Protoss to deal with. Can be very hard the other way around, too. We saw 2 incredible best-of-7 series in ASL 19. I think, yeah, it was Best and it was Snow versus Sulky. I think they both took him to 7 games. Some really incredible macro games. Reminds me of this one where it's like, all right, Zerg's looking good. Doesn't have a bank or anything. It's not like he's completely in control of this game. Can he remax whenever he wants? But, you know, he's keeping the Protoss at bay just barely. And it is enough. Archon targeted, killed. 9 kills on that guy before he died. 21 kill Archon. Woo! Again, 2 High Templar and a trench coat, but still. Can get further kills once he's in that trench coat. I don't know. DHT sneaking up. Ooh, oh, no! No! No, I just talked about how good you were at this. Action. 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 The Falcon's silence of disappointment is strong. Okay, well, Best is going to win this game now. 17 kill DT because there wasn't an overlord and a sunken at one of your bases. That had 15 workers at it, man. So now it's 51 instead of 60 plus workers, which is a much tougher position for the Zerg player to be in. He has to spend money to replace those drones. That's not going towards things like defilers and lurkers and lings. All right, Best, what you got? What you got up your sleeve here, man? I certainly hope it's something. Well, it's kind of crushing through a ton of Dark Swarm. Dude, more DTs roll into this space. Still no sunken at this base. Still no sunken. Just one sunken, man. How many drones have died because you didn't want to build one sunken down here? It's the age-old question. Age-old conundrum for Zergs. 168 to 148 supply. Action is up still. Action is defending this base somewhat ably. Best has just not really been able to kill a hatch today is the larger problem. You can't kill a hatch for a Zerg player after 26 minutes. You better have more bases than he does. Look, another one is here too. Another DT. 6 kills on that guy. Looks like 3 or 4, maybe even more than that drones died. Dude. This is how you get back into a game. Send DTs to your enemy's bases and hope they don't have one sunken and one overlord ready to shut you down. Plague units. Taking spines. Not good. This is the equivalent of that for Protoss. Where's your detection? You don't have an observer with his army at all? Here it is. Way too much damage there from an invisible unit because you couldn't be bothered to have detection with the army. And finish, you're moving around. Observers are fast. Sometimes these units are slow and they get caught up on each other and there's no collision. All right. And then he says, hey, I figured you'd defend this base with a bunch of lings. Maybe if I send enough zealots up here, we can take it down. Heck yeah, we can. Zealots, casually, 333 upgrades at 27 minutes. Not bad whatsoever. Plague again, but Plague doesn't kill anything. Plague is not responsible for death like Storm is. Yo! He gets a hatch! All right, Best. Alert, alert. Everybody alert. Best, can he possibly pull this win off? I'm looking at it. I'm staring at it. I think it's very possible right now. 167 to 148 supply. Action is up. About as much as he needs to be here. No sunkens at the top of the ramp. I guess he figured the upgrades on the Protoss were enough that he doesn't need sunkens anymore, but I don't know, these lurkers are beefy enough. Reinforcements from the backside might certainly be beefy enough, though. It's storming everything. Dude, so many storms. And sometimes the storms are enough, and sometimes the storms are not enough. And once again, Best is sent home packing from trying to attack this top right corner. Archons on the battlefield. No. Hatch down, not replanted. I guess maybe this base is good enough. This base is good enough for now. Best just hasn't gotten a 5th base. We're at 8 minutes. Hasn't gone to 5th base. I think Action can still win this. I think even with the death of all of those drones and that hatchery, he still has enough income. He still has enough spell casting. He still has enough Zerglings. It's going to be like 1,000 dead Zerg units in this game today, which is sort of the metric for, was this an incredible game? If 1,000 Zerg units have died, then the answer is usually, yeah. One way or another, it was one heck of a game. That's a lot of death for a game of StarCraft, and that's it. Best taps out. Yeah, he just couldn't get any purchase. This is the biggest victory he got today, but nothing up here, nothing up here. Never really bothered the 3rd base or the main or the natural. It just got set back so much. The Ling Muta attack on the natural, the death of the 3rd and the death of the 4th, or the cancellation of the 4th anyway. Incredible stuff. So really patient game early from Best, and I think it might have killed him. Just, you have to get out there and mess with the third base of the Zerg. The Zealot harassment over here, there wasn't a base to harass. There was nothing to really make action worry about it. There was no speed lot attack at the third base at any time, or the natural base at any time. And if you don't do that, it's a really uphill battle from there, and then you lose your bases. And then, yeah, your spell casting, your storm casting can be perfect, your upgrades can be elite, your macro can be the best. But the Zerg player just has too many bases, has too much going on, and just has too much of the map, and he's just going to win in the long run. So, good game, man. That was a good one. I kind of was expecting maybe something of a better comeback there from Best, but, you know, can't win them all. I just haven't seen anything. I guess I haven't seen a game where Protoss loses their natural and their third and fights to a 30-minute game, right? Look at that. Yeah. 1,169 Zerg units produced, 872 of them killed. That is a lot. It's a Ling-heavy game and a long one to boot. So, yeah, the outspend there. Look at that. That is a, let's do quick maths, folks. 16,000 resources in 29 minutes? Holy crap. All right, that's a GG. That is a really, really good game from Action. Obviously, kind of a disappointing one for Best fans, but they can't win them all. So that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon game. Thanks for supporting me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin if you are. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook. I'm on Instagram and Blue Sky and TikTok and all those places. So follow me out there if you're not. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.